I'm sure Tim Ferriss had good intentions, but in some cases, the 4-hour workweek can backfire in a big way, and in some cases even get you fired. So I'll be honest, I am just as big a fan of the 4-hour workweek as the next guy, and the concept of taking back your time and taking advantage of the freedom, relaxation, and tools of the new rich is incredibly inspiring and motivating. But let's walk through a hypothetical scenario in which this 4-hour workweek plan actually backfires in a big way. Day 1. You start reading the 4-hour workweek because it was recommended to you by a friend. You can't put it down, and you've already picked out the exact spot in the Bahamas where you're going to spend the rest of your life living as the new rich. You've already started taking notes on the strategies, the websites, and everything you'll use to find your new VA, and it's all starting to fall into place in your mind. Day 2, now it's time to implement some of those ideas that you've had. First, you schedule some time with your boss to try and get out of the office and home where you won't have constant supervision. It takes a bit of convincing, but you're able to promise that you will get even more done at home than in the office. Then you make sure your work output increases at home even though you're starting to work fewer hours. The hours get fewer, and things start to fall through the cracks. Day 7. Now it's been a week and you're deep into this new 4-hour workweek, new rich concept. You've started checking your email only twice per day, once in the morning and once in the evening. Your Slack messages aren't always responded to immediately, and sometimes hours can pass between when you check and when you respond to your colleagues. To state the obvious, an employer isn't very keen on paying employees to not actually get any work done, but you've found some interesting strategies to make this as completely inconspicuous as possible. Day 14. 2 weeks into it, and now your coworkers know exactly what to expect from you, so they don't come to you with any urgent matters. They just find someone else to work when things come up. That means you're getting even less on your plate and even less things to do. Hooray! But at this point, the boss is starting to notice that you don't have much on your plate, and even though the team is still producing well overall, you seem to have been cut out of the critical loop by the rest of your team. Things get done for the most part without you. Day 30. Now it's been a month and the economy is starting to take a slight dive, and you can tell that layoffs are coming. The boss comes out of his office and sees the team diligently working as they know layoffs are coming, and they're all in the conference room hashing out the new product marketing plan. Unfortunately, you're at home and didn't even know about the meeting since it was impromptu, and you won't check your email for probably another 5 hours. Day 31. After a month, the termination notice appears in your inbox, but you don't notice it at first because you won't check your email for a while, but eventually in the evening, you log in to find that you no longer have a job. Okay, so I know this is sort of a dramatized example, and maybe the details are a little bit different or the time frames are a little bit extended, but the point is the 4-hour workweek does have some significant elements that do strain the employer-employee relationship that if you want to be a part of the new rich, you definitely need to be aware of and cautious of. Number 1 is probably the most important: to be available when you're scheduled to be working. You're being paid to get this stuff done, but not just the completion of tasks, but to be available and consistently working to improve in your role and the company in general. That's what you're being paid for. It's not just the output. And the second one is be proactive. Everyone knows that at work there are definitely downtimes and times where things just don't need to get done, or you don't have something active on your plate. Maybe you're waiting for something, but that's the time when you can get even more creative about what you can do in your role. This is how you start to get promoted. This is how you take on new and exciting opportunities at work. Number 3, you don't have to make friends, but please at least make colleagues. Be someone that your peers and your coworkers can truly rely on when something needs to get done. These connections that you build at work will continue to pay dividends significantly on in your career. It's not just at the current employer, but the people that you get connected to will stay connected to you even after you leave your company if you're truly a positive colleague to work with. Well, this is a short one, but hopefully this video has been valuable to you. If you enjoyed it, I definitely recommend checking out this video that I think you would very much enjoy, but I'll see you in the next one.